Hey team, hey Adina. So I just wanted to make this short video to kind of describe some of the things that I have been kind of working on. I've done these right here, have no idea if I did them right, but I figured if I did do it right, I would make it so that you guys could see what I did. If not, I figured a video would be a good chance for um, me to be able to, provide a more usable version that Adina can you can go in and just like, hey, close but not cigar, like let's just go in and fix this kind of thing. So first up, I wanted to talk about two main things. Actually, it was going to be the column F right here and the column D right here, and how I got those numbers and where I got them. So I'm going to go here to, okay, so I'm actually going to show you guys how I got to this page right here, but it's just over accounting, right? The specific accounting catalog. I just went to that page, right? So this will be it. And this is the course catalog that I was looking at. And some of these, if you notice some of these numbers like 0.8, 0.5, 0.75, kind of funky, right? So probability, the way that I've been working that out is, for example, I would go, right, and I would look at this, they have to take intermediate accounting. It doesn't show up anywhere else on this list. So I was like, okay, so, like Adina said, that just goes as one, right? And then everything else, the way I kind of solved it, again, no idea if this is correct, but I just turned it into a fraction and then turned that fraction into a decimal based on how many options they had and how many they would be able to choose, like how many of the total options. For example, I feel like this is actually a pretty, excuse me, I feel like this is actually a pretty good one to work on because it did kind of throw a monkey wrench in like the fact that it had these show up twice, the individual income tax versus corporate income tax. So for example, if it was just this and it would show up, it would be 0.5. Like for example, in this, the applied calculus for managerial and social science, calculus 1, this doesn't show up anywhere else on the list. And they can take one of these two options, so 1/2, so 0.5. That's how I got, oh goodness, that's how I got these two numbers right here. But then if you look down here, we know that they need 9 credits, and all of these, I'll spare you going through and looking all of them. I promise you they're all 3 credits, right? So 3 credits, 3 credits, right? So we know 3 times 3 is 9. So they would have to take 3 of these options, but we already know based on this, they had to have taken individual income tax or corporate income tax. So we know that instead of 3 out of 5 options, it's now just 3 out of 4. So we have, say, let's use, for example, they took individual income tax. So now they have the option of taking advanced, corporate, fraud, and governmental, all that stuff, right? But they only have to take 3 of those 4. So that's the reason why this was changed to 0.75 right here. And so that's the reason why that was changed to that. And then, to be honest, my brain is not working enough right now for me to remember how I got the 0.8, but just know that, like what numbers I put together, but just know that because they had to have taken one of them, right? I don't know. And this is Adina, where I'm going to ask you if this is correct, if this needs to be like 0.5, that they would take either one of these still, or if it's 0.8. Have no idea if I got that one right. Maybe it's just simple and it's just 0.8. I worked it out with my husband, like the numbers that we would use and stuff like that. And that was just kind of what the two of us came up with. But again, you can be like, no, time out, don't do it. If that's not what we're supposed to be doing with those numbers. Okay, moving on to D. So the number of students who would take the course. So for example, so again, just showing where I got the link. So the link is right there. And it's actually what this page is, but I just wanted to show you how I got there. So the reason why I went with this one is also because it was kind of the first to show up, and I don't know, it looks pretty legit. Talks about majors as well. So accounting for the University of Alaska Anchorage. And I think this is like graduates, right? All accounting graduates. So the reason why I did graduates, because for example, I don't know about you guys, but I'm one of those people that have changed my majors literally 3 times since I've been in college. I started out as an epidemiology major, and I will tell you now that I have not once in my life taken an actual epidemiology course. So for example, like if they graduated, we know for a fact that they've taken, like if they graduated in accounting, we know for a fact that they would have taken intermediate accounting 1 because they just had to, right? So for example, changed it a couple times. Now I'm an interdisciplinary studies major. I know I've taken all of the interdisciplinary studies courses that I need to, right? Because I'm going to graduate. And so that's why I felt comfortable using the graduates, the number of graduates in that program, because we know for a fact, and again, Adina, you can be like, no, don't do it, don't listen, just plug your ears, la la la. But it's like, I know for a fact that they've taken them, and it was also easier to find the number of graduates as opposed to the people in the program, probably because that number changes like in an instant as soon as like 3 people decide they're going to drop that, you know, major or whatever, because it always happens. People are just constantly changing their majors. So I don't who could take the course. I don't know, unless, but I feel like probability gets a little spooky when you start like, oh, well, you know, if there's that many right now, then it could change the probability. And I don't even know if this is the right place. I got these off of the course catalog, but I don't know if there's another website you wanted me to do that. It just kind of made sense this way. But again, if it's not the right place, I'm totally fine hearing that. Just wanted to make sure I was kind of talking to Carla about it. And then we decided it was probably a good idea to make the video and just kind of say what we've been doing. But yeah, that's pretty much kind of been it. Other than the fact that I'm also exceedingly lazy. So I just made these into drop down things. So again, don't know if that was okay. I'm so sorry that I messed with the Excel document. If that wasn't okay, then I will definitely go and fix it. But thank you so much for your time. Hopefully those things are okay. If not, feel free to let me know. Again, same thing here. Like I just found it on College Factual. That's the name of the website that I've been looking at. And it talks about the graduates. So for example, just there's some demographic information right there, but I'm looking for the number of graduates. So 21, yeah, right here. Sorry, it was right there at the top, but yeah, 21. So that's where I got that number. Usually they're just right there at the top. Again, just the fact that graduates would have had to have taken all of these courses. And again, I don't know how another way that would work out, but I'm totally willing to hear it. But yeah, thanks so much. And I hope this video either helps or allows for some correction, but thank you so much, and all right, bye.